Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen around the world, wherever you are. Welcome to League of Tilt, where today we are the Undead Juggernaut in the jungle, going Mordekaiser into a fairly squishy comp. Jax is really the only one who has any semblance of frontlining. So Yorick with first strike. Can't say I've seen that before. I'm gonna recall here. Drop my word and point to this. There's no reason for either my mid laner or my top laner to be standing guard under their tower. This is very, very bad. Like, this doesn't do anything. You need to get vision on where the enemy jungler is starting, because that way everybody on the team has a way of tracking the jungler to make sure that our camps are not being stolen. So all you have to do is just sort of stand at the entrances. You don't even need to fight, but just getting that information is very, very valuable. We're going to take this blast gun over. Our most gankable lanes are probably going to be bot, and I don't know if mid is going to be an option. That will depend very much on how Yone plays the matchup. Malzahar has a shield that makes it very difficult to land the first ability on him, but if Yone is constantly trading into him, taking off the shield, that would certainly help. So Mordekaiser, very generally speaking, quick and easy jungle clear, relatively healthy too thanks to his W. His passive makes taking AoE camps quite easy. As you can see, we're going to be done with this Kruk camp just about 2 minutes into the game. Generally speaking, I have been recently favoring going for a tank Mordekaiser build, but Riftmaker is also very much a valid option, and Proto build as well if you think you're going to have trouble catching up to them. But a bunch of their carries actually don't have much mobility. A bunch of their champions, I should say, not necessarily just carries. Oh, that was terrible. That was so troll. I should have hit them with my mace earlier to keep the movement speed. Dropping the movement speed there is very troll. It should also kite out better so that you can reach this sooner. I'm going to absorb some damage from the wolves with the W, and then you have to be careful in team fights with your W. You have to be judicious. You don't want to recast it if you don't have to. Since we got a decent leash and we've kited decently well, and we smited the big Krug, which takes the largest amount of time, we're going to smite that, and then we're going to just not hit it again, let our Q and our passive burn it off, and then slowly start walking away. And there we have it, a 315 clear. Mordekaiser's clear is absolutely fantastic because if you start on red side, because you can do this double clear. Yorick is pushing in very strongly. Actually, I don't think it's going to kill it, huh? Oh no, never mind, it did. Oh yeah, of course it did, because I have my red buff up. If I didn't have my red buff up, it wouldn't have killed it. I'm going to walk into the Diana here for this invade, see if she has any camps up. We just saw her bot side, so we should be looking to punish her by taking stuff top side if we can get any. Looks like Jax is trying to go in on the Yorick here. Yeah, okay, this is looking fantastic. This is amazing. He's using everything. I'm gonna ghost. That was so horrifically bad. I should have eat him backwards. I didn't realize. Oh my god, if we don't get something off of that, then we're going to be hard pressed to get something. That was very unfortunate. I wasn't trying to take his farm here. I was hoping that, okay, force Jax to use out his teleport. It's fine. We're going to grab our blasting wand and our ward and go back onto the map. That was so terrible because I used my ghost maybe a little too early. Maybe I should have saved my ghost when he jumped out. Maybe I should have thrown my E out before he stunned me. That way he wouldn't have had the opportunity. He still had flash though, so maybe he was just very safe there. That was very awkward. I also don't think Yorick had any reason to teleport, but it's okay. We'll figure this out. Looks like Diana will have taken my Krugs, which is unfortunate. But we do have a very fast clear speed. So we'll be able to leverage that, especially with this blasting wand. We'll be able to leverage that to keep staying ahead. We know that all of our topside camps are up. And okay, looks like our mid lane is doing very well. Yone and Yorick got wrecked by the unmitigated aggression of the Jax. Jax might become a problem. Let's hope he doesn't. Well, let's hope he doesn't become an unmanageable problem, I should say. We already know he's going to be a problem. Looks like Yone overpushed into mid lane, and Diana took advantage of that to grab a kill. FF bot. Surely it can't be that bad. It's alright. People are often easily tilted. Okay. Looks like Diana's not here yet. It's perfect. We're just gonna go ahead and grab this up. All scuttle crabs after the first are extremely valuable. It's only the first one that doesn't give us much golden EXP anymore. Alright, perfect. He has no mobility, he's dead here. This is very free. Just land my E. Yeah, with Jax I definitely messed up. I should have 100% used my E there. There was no reason for me to hold it like I did. It's alright. We'll walk back down over into our red buff. We'll walk back into our red buff, grab that, and then, oh, we see the Diana. Yeah, careful about the Diana. She's here. Diana, she has an Hextech Alternator and a Blasting Wand, thanks to the couple of extra kills that she has. So she's definitely far ahead of us in items. However, Yone should be okay here. We've been seeing this Diana for a while. Apparently my Q missed that, which is very funny. Diana's heading up again, and then she doesn't know that this is gone. So this will be alright. This will work out fine. Her blue buff isn't up, but it's going to be up, and we know that she just pathed up topside, and they'd have no way of really having vision here, because we know, for instance, because both of those brushes are control warded, so this is just a very free opportunity to take this dragon, so we're going to go ahead and just grab that. We have bot prio, we have mid prio, no single person who can come down can contest us. Diana, we know, is topside, so we should be able to watch out for them. There we go. I'm going to use my refills in case Diana comes my way. And smite, and there we are. My laners are recalling, so you cannot fight Mordekaiser in his ulti, my friend. I know she's strong, but she and I both have Conqueror, and despite the item disparity, my ulti steals a large amount of someone's core stats, so us getting the shutdown is absolutely massive there. That's very strong. And Galio was pinging that he was coming in, but I don't think we needed anything. We're completely fine. Yeah. And here we are. If she had her ulti there, that might have gone differently thanks to the item disparity, because Hextech Alternator just provides a significant amount of burst. But she was fighting so much, I didn't really think there was any reason for her to have that up. So we're gonna keep here. Your W, you can go for it's not that like W is a 1-point wonder and maxing it and like getting a couple points and it doesn't do anything. You absolutely get some benefits for putting points in your W. That said, you would much rather have your pull, because it also gives passive magic penetration. It's not just a trade-off of survivability versus engageability or offensive ability. It also gives you magic penetration, which is such a big deal for your damage dealing, because all of your healing from Conqueror and from Riftmaker both rely on post mitigation damage. Although I will say, if you go Riftmaker, the passive damage matters a lot less. The true damage the penetration matters less, because you get a bunch of true damage. Alright, Diana's over there, so this is fine, this is completely fine. She's going to get the Scuttle Crab, but that's not where the objectives are. And now we're going to punish her for seeing that she's bot side. She doesn't really have any speed up or mobility boost that she can use to be here quickly. If Jax is here, we might not want to fight that, given his item advantage. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to recall here. Actually, we're not going to just recall here, huh? Because if her Krugs are up, yeah, she's going to our bot side jungle, and she was just wrapping around for the Yone. So Yone's probably dead here, which is unfortunate. She's pretty low. I wonder if she's going to come here. Got her. Ghost. Excellent. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We even got her flash, which is incredible. Jax is coming up here, so we can just fight this. We'll have our W up again by the time he shows up. Okay, we might die here, but it's fine. We got yet another shutdown. Well, if we had had a chance to come back and get it. What the fuck? Okay, sure. We are pretty damn strong here. We're going to need to carry this game, so we're going to go ahead and grab this Riftmaker into, I want to say, Mark Treads, Malzahar, Jackstone. Nami unfortunately has a whole bunch of CC that Mark Treads doesn't care about, but also has slows. Yeah, it's fine. We're still going to go Mark Treads. All right, so that's our first item complete. Okay, this is fine. Diana has been very active on the map, but then again, so have we. The only lane we've just ignored has really been bottom. We've tried to help every other lane in one way or another. Now, I do want to get that juicy shutdown on that koi, especially given that the koi fish doesn't have any sort of damage items. It looks like she's going Imperial Mandate like support, so I don't really have to treat her like a fed carry. I can treat her like a support who's going to be under-leveled. And who's definitely not going to be able to match up to the power of a Riftmaker. Painful. Yone has to respect. Okay. God damn, man. This is just painful, huh? Diana's just walking around killing everybody. This is very much a game of just, you, my friend. Don't ping me. I know what I'm doing. Okay, they're gonna head over both side. I'm gonna leave Yone's farm, head over here again. I'm gonna have my ghost up in a minute here. As soon as I have my ghost up, we'll just go ahead. The fuck am I throwing out my Qs at? Go kill bot. Not a bad strategy, to be honest, as far as strategies go. How much damage is this doing? We're dealing 400 if we hit a single target, so just, I guess that's fair. We haven't been there in a while. Zaya needs to be careful, otherwise they'll dive her. My Gromp has been taken as well. Is that Jax that's responsible for all of this? For all of this taking? Oh, do I still have? Okay, still had target champions only toggle from that dive. Didn't really have prio bot side, so couldn't really take that, but it's fine. We'll be able to grab this, and Yorick is split pushing, so if Jack shows up here, we'll be able to walk up behind him and mess with him. What is this Nami? Oh, hello. This is greedy. But it looks like I'll get away with it. It's just to smite that because I have it warded. Don't know where the Jax is. Okay. Not much I can do here. Oh, missing that might cost me. Okay, 5 people. If Lucian and Nami hadn't been there, if Lucian and Nami hadn't been there, I think I would actually have been able to get them here, huh? What? What am I watching? What the fuck? Okay. Looks like Diana has a significant amount of damage here. So we'll start going slightly, we'll start dipping into a slightly tankier build. Not necessarily all that tankier, but definitely a little tankier. We'll grab a bramble vest to start cutting down on some of the enemy healing, because they're actually healing up for a significant amount. I have to ignore my help. Yeah. This is good. You can fight this. I'm coming. Yeah. Divine fucking Sunder, man. Such a tilting item when you don't have any heal cut. It's like it's in a class above Riftmaker, I'm telling you. It's fine. Not to diss on Riftmaker, item's fantastic. I'm just gonna hope they can take care of this person. Come on, Shirley. Okay, there we are. If they've traded both their lives just to grab Diana, that's still fine by me. Lucian, I'm not worried about. If I can deal with Jax, I can probably deal with Lucian, especially if I have Ghost up. It's not particularly quick. If Nami gets another kill, I might need to actually ulti the Nami to make sure that I get her, Yeah. This is great. Decidedly a tilter. Oh man, Ghost is taking so long to come back up. Really wish I had it here. I would have killed everybody if I had Ghost. Come on, man. I mean, we got a whole bunch of people here, so that's very good. We got the Nami shut down, and despite Diana getting the kill on me, Diana getting the kill on me, we do return the kill on Diana, which is great. And Rift Trail gets a charge off, so that turret will be pretty free for the taking. So all of this is great. This is all very good. So we can grab Demonic Embrace here, followed up with the Bramble Vest. That we died to Diana, we were half HP. If we had more HP there, we could have definitely gone for that. Okay, Nami's not worth anything anymore because we grabbed her shutdown gold. So now we can just start building tanky. Demonic Embrace is going to convert all of our tank stats into damage anyways. We have Hextech Dragon coming up, so I should just be going for this dragon. I'm going to use this portal. We got this red buff on the way. Slows on my auto attacks are very powerful. Now, if one of the advantages of going for sort of a more tanky build instead of the Riftmaker is while you last a little less long in fights and you deal slightly less damage, you can run people down like nobody's business, because nobody can fight you when you have your Frostmaker. When you have your, nobody can run away from you when you have Frostfire up. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to contest this. Dead. She's gonna walk over this way. I imagine she has no way to walk over any other way. Okay. She won't really have a place to go. Okay. Grab the relatively easy triple. Yorick split pushing topside. Yeah. Ghost just Ghost just chasing everybody down. X9 top is your mate now? What? I have no idea what they are saying, but this is fine. We can push that in, and then we should go ahead and steal all of this, just to make sure that they keep falling further behind. When you're ahead like this, one of your primary jobs is to make sure that the enemy doesn't really have a mechanism to come back to come back into the game. And the best way to ensure that is to just keep taking away their camps, keep taking away resources that they could farm, things that they could use to gain gold and EXP. Oh, that was very greedy. I should not have done that for some Krugs, because I saw that Jax was there and I knew that they had all respawned, so there was a very good chance they could all come up. No, don't go for this. Don't go for this. Malzahar didn't use his R on me, so they can definitely mess with you here. Do I complete Thornmill here? 1 auto attacker, 2 auto attacker, 3 auto attackers, and I have some amount of MR, but Malzahar will be hurting as well. I can either complete the Thornmill, or I can start going for a Force of Nature. I think just complete the Thornmill, to be honest. The Thornmill is such a power spike, and it would really help with my Divine Sunder problem. Oh gods. Zaya, my friend, when Galio is CCing, you have to help. We need to fight together. Like, whenever we're getting team fights where everybody's being able to fight front to back, we're absolutely crushing it. So we just need to do more of that. I just need to gear up. Okay. Yep. Very straightforward. Even got her flash. Go back. No need to take more damage. The fuck were they all doing in our jungle? I'm gonna walk up and grab this Mordekaiser Malzahar if he walks up in then. Okay. No need to walk dick first into enemy territory anymore, I don't imagine. Just be grabbing these on spawn. If Yuri can get that, excellent pick, excellent. Oh, Nami's way past the stage where she's going to deal a bunch of damage to our carry, so Galio and I can just be up here. Make sure not to group too much. No point in ghosting after the Lucian, of course, because he can just relentlessly pursue away. We don't have to worry about Diana ulti. That was sort of one of the big reasons we're worried in the first place. Okay, this is a very decent siege. We don't need to really siege anymore. This needs to be defended. Walk away. Help the Yone. There's no need to be here anymore. Yeah. We can just all collapse on this Jax that's split pushing without, like, there's no tomorrow. There's also Hex Tech, so I'm happy sacrificing my bot side jungle to the Jax in order to get key position on this dragon. How much are we getting from Demonic? We are getting 22 AP from Demonic right now. Okay, that's pretty good. So essentially it's like 10 AP per item, given the health items you're building. My pink is already here from the last dragon fight, which is pretty funny. This is going to be our third dragon. It's going to put them on soul point. We can just, I can just ulti the Diana the moment she shows up. Okay. Okay, this guy's okay. Perfect. Get the ghost reset. Somebody's here. As long as Diana's not in the fight. Oh, she couldn't walk there. She flashed over the wall. It's fine. Yorick can go deal with that. I'm gonna need help here. Baron. Everybody come Baron. Yon, Baron. Come. 3 dead. Come. Unfortunately, Scuttle Crab spawned topside. Calmate. You would not believe the number of people who have said that to me before, my friend. I will finally move this ward because next dragon's not for another 5 minutes. I need to make sure we can ward this. I also don't have smite for a bit, so I would not be happy if the enemy showed up. Yeah, Yone needs to just disrupt the Diana. Okay, perfect. We have our dragon. Oh, sorry, we have our Baron. I'm not gonna walk Dick first back into enemy territory this time around. Didn't go for the pure tank build, even though I have hyper carries on my team, because the way fights are going, I really do need to be dealing a little bit of damage. And like I pointed out, a couple of people that I'm ulting are fairly immobile, so it makes a lot of sense. Looks like Zaya had to burn heal and ulti because she almost got cut out, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. We're gonna go Force of Nature next because of the movement speed and because it is just the best MR item in the game. And also Jack steals mixed damage. So it's magic damage, mixed damage, magic damage. It's a massive amount of magic damage. I already have an armor item. I don't think I'll be needing anything other than Thornmail. And it's a Lucian. Lucian's not really a late game scaling hyper carry. We lost our support, huh? But I'd much rather he ultis the support than anybody else. Okay. Okay. Diana is heavily reliant on her auto attacks, and I have a Thornmail, so that explains sort of why she isn't dealing as much damage, and that's also why I went for Thornmail this game. Because Diana, despite being a magic damage based champion, given that she relies on auto attacks for damage, got him. Chilling Smite, man. Amazing on Mordekaiser. We can just push this and end the game here. They have a large number of death timers. The only person who's alive on their team is the Jax, and it looks like he's tilting off the face of the planet. Okay. Sounds good to me. I'll take it. I'm just going to auto-attack this. I've seen too many games where people have lost games like this. So there we are. Just play smart. Focused on objectives. Like, even though Diana was getting quite strong because she's running around the map a lot, she wasn't able to convert her kills into objectives like we were. Every time that we were able to find an advantage somewhere, or even when we really didn't find an advantage, we just saw Diana go to that side. Okay, so we got to come to this side and take what's free. That's how we got the first dragon. So the extra stats from the dragons obviously help, but it's just it creates some form of pressure on the map. And also, like, even despite that failed early gank on the Yorick, even though we failed that with the Yorick, even though we failed that gank on the Jax, we still soaked up a bunch of XP and pushed the wave in and forced Jax to TP back, which gives us an advantage over the Yorick. Squandered that teleport advantage again because he used the teleport immediately after, which he didn't need to. He was supposed to do that. But see, that will happen, right? You're not always going to get teammates who are going to play smart, or your every play isn't going to work out. Don't let that discourage you. Continue to play smart. Don't just keep running around. Know what your strengths are. Know what your item power spikes are. Know where you're going to need to be for fights. Know who you can fight and who you can't fight. Like, even though Diana was ahead, that time in the early game when she walked up to us, we knew that because we had ulti, we were going to have the stats necessary to beat her up. So we did, and that shutdown really was what turned the game around. Out of these 4 deaths, at least 2 were completely unnecessary, potentially 3. The other one was like we died in a fight where cooldowns didn't come up. That might be excusable. But yeah, I just greed and whatnot killed me. And if I hadn't done that, maybe this game would have been easier to win, even easier than it was. So it really comes down to more about like just knowing where to be and where not to be, and where the enemies will be, and tracking them, reading their plays. That as long as you're doing that, you're going to. We still did so much damage, you know, despite being so tanky and hard to kill. Damage taken, most damage in the game, most damage taken in the game, total damage. Very funny. I don't expect much here. Yorick was really the one who was split pushing for us. Yone and Zaya both hit turret a little bit, so that chart makes sense. We're really all about that objective life. We got a good amount of bonuses from Revitalize because Mord's W gets healed, gets buffed by both parts of Revitalize, which is very fantastic. And then conditioning is always, especially because your ability to resist items always just gives so much additional value. So yeah, overall, Very decent game of Mordekaiser. Not necessarily the best Mordekaiser game ever, but also like far from the worst. So a lot of cool concepts that were demonstrated. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned some stuff about that. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Peace.